Okay. Let's see. Can, could. Yes. So can, as I like to call it, yes. A lot of people, a lot of you think that the can. A lot of you think that when we use can, the can is to say, hey, I want something. Right? So when you go, for example, into a coffee shop, can I get a coffee? Can I get a latte? Can I get a macchiato? Can I get a cappuccino? Can I get the chicken sandwich? Can I get the Big Mac with the fries and the Coke? Can I get? This is something very common that you use. But can is not for that. Not really. So when you say can I, this is very casual, informal English. It's okay. People follow and use it, understand it, but it's not very nice. It's not very nice at all. Okay? So how do we use can? Why do we use can? So we use can, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's better. Oh, maybe over here. There we go. Yeah, okay. So we use can. The best way to use can here is when I express an ability. An ability, a skill. Now, you guys and myself, we're all very talented people. We're all very smart people. Yeah? But not necessarily we do all the same. For example, I can speak English. Can you speak English? Absolutely. A lot of you go, no, I can't. I can't. Well, that's not true. Because when I say, what's your name? Where are you from? How long have you been in Australia? What do you do? Where do you work? And you respond, you are speaking English. Maybe it's not a lot. Maybe it's not wow, but you can do it. And maybe, to say, let's see, Jerry, before you came to Australia, if somebody said, can you speak English? You're probably like, no, I can't. Well, that depends how you think and you look at it. Because you can say, well, I can't speak English at the moment, but maybe because I'm a strong, independent woman. If I study and try, I can. I can drive, but I don't have a car. So because I don't have a car, does that mean I can't drive? Absolutely not. I can drive. I have driven for over 30 years, but I don't have a car. I don't drive, which is different. I don't drive because I made the decision to take public transport. But, if somebody says, hey, I need somebody to go with me to drive, it's a 10-hour trip, and that I can drive. I can drive because I can do it. What else to say? For example, I can sing and I can cook. I can cook Peruvian food. I can make Chinese dumplings. Wow. Yeah. I can make Vietnamese rolls. I can cook Thai. Oh my God, like today, if I want to eat something, YouTube. And I can make anything I want. Yeah? So with YouTube, you can absolutely learn, do whatever. I can teach. Can you teach? You might, no, I can't. Have you tried? Maybe you can. You know, I can swim. I can swim really good, by the way. Really good. What else? Can I dance? Now, I can dance. Not very good, but I can. I can move, yeah. Unfortunately, these don't do much, but yeah, I can move. Like I have rhythm. Maybe I'm not like J Lo, like da 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 da, but yeah, I can dance. Like I can go to a party and you know. Uh, now, question: can I dance salsa? Maybe a little. Can I do samba? No, I can't. Can Jerry dance samba? 100%, absolutely, huh? You shake the booty, yeah, shake the booty. Can I dance reggaeton? Yes, I can. Maybe not very good because the knees aren't very good anymore. So when I go down, it's like, right? What else? Can I? Oh, you know what else I can do? I can, if there's a hole, I can sew. Can I use the sewing machine? Yeah, I can. But if you ask me, Nick, can you knit? No way. I can't. I absolutely can't. No. When I go to the supermarket or sometimes at home or even here in the classroom, so question, can I reach the top of the board? No, I can't. I'm tiny. So when I go to the supermarket, and because I'm short, I always, excuse me, could you please help me? Could you pass me 2 of those on the top there? Sure. And, the guy goes, and he goes, anything else? I go, could be a million things, but anyway, I just needed that. Anyway, but you know what I mean? Like, there are things that we can do and things that we can't. Yeah. For example, I can't play golf. Yeah, I can't play golf. I can't play basketball, but I can play tennis. So these are my skills and my abilities of things that I can do now and things that obviously I cannot do. Now, if you say, hey, Nick, can you play an instrument? I'm going to say, I could. I could play the piano. I studied the piano for 6 years. I could play. What am I saying? Before, but not anymore. Before I spoke Spanish, I could speak German. Not anymore. But I can understand when people are speaking, just like, for example, Portuguese. I can understand when people speak Portuguese. Not everything, but, I can get an idea of what they're saying. Italian too. Can I speak Italian? No. Can I speak Portuguese? No, I can't. Diego in Chile could fly planes. Airplanes, Not the big ones, right? The small ones. How many people on board the charters?
Between 2 to 6, 7 people.
Oh, so the small ones, the small charter planes. Okay. So 2 to 7 people, more or less, on the plane. He could fly those. Can Diego fly in Australia? No. Can you? No, because he doesn't have a license. But does that mean that Dil can't fly? Yes, he can. He knows how to fly. But he can't do it here. But he could in Chile. So before. Yes? So this is, let's say, how we use can and could. So if I say, for example, we have can, which is our present. We have could, which is the past. Could can possibly also be in the future as a possibility, as a maybe. So for maybe, we can use maybe, may, might, and could. Yes? And of course, the negative is yes, cannot. Now, if we use an American accent, then you will say can't. I can't. But if it's British or Aussie or Canadian, so we say can't. I say can't. If you say to me, Nick, can you speak Chinese? No, I can't. Okay? So can't. That is the difference. And here, if it's could, the negative is going to be couldn't. So let's say, for example, I have this and I'm trying to open and I can't. And I tried many times. So I go, Shed, can you help me open the bottle? And Shed goes, Nick, but this is super easy. No, well, I tried, but I couldn't. Before I tried, but I couldn't. And then Shed goes, bah, and she opens it. You know, it's common. When you try to do something, but then you look for help. And the other one that we have and that we use, correct, is be able to. Now, why do we use be able to? Because can and could are only for the present and the past. But able to, we use for other times. So, for example, the future, the possibility, the, let's see, recommendation. Actually, just so you know, the be able to, I can use for everything. I can use for every single tense. What I can do here, I can also do here. Okay? So let's look at an example. Now, when we use ideas of can and could, it's very, very, very simple. It's like a yes or a no. It's very black and white, yeah? Present, past. The able to is kind of like pointed towards, are you capable? To say, are you capable, yes or no? So to say something. Okay, super simple. Can you make coffee? So here, my answer is going to be very simple, and I'm going to say, yes, I can, or no, I can't, or cannot. Yeah? Okay. Now, another idea related to this is, I think we all can make coffee, yeah? But when you think of coffee, you might be thinking, oh, the tin coffee, couple of spoons, some hot water, mix, that's it. But what happens if you go to work in a coffee shop as a barista and they show you the big machine? I remember when I was working at the restaurant, they said to me, hey, can you make coffee? It's like, sure. You can't make coffee. And they go, oh, can you use the machine? And I looked and I was like, no, I don't think so. So what I'm trying to say is that here, when we talk about capability, as in skills or ability, we might want to say, are you able to make coffee on the machine? So here, when I go, are you able? So here I'm using to be. I have able to make coffee on the machine. Okay, I've modified the idea a little bit, but it still is can because I'm still in present. So here I can respond, oh, yes, I'm able to make coffee on the machine, or no, I'm not able to make coffee on the machine. And also when I say I'm not, I can say, no, I'm unable to make coffee on the machine. So here, this is I'm not negative. This is also negative. Okay? So this one and this one here are negative. But essentially, I am saying exactly the same thing. Okay. So in past. So here, for example, when we say up, so here, can you run 10 kilometers? Can you run 10K? Now, when I was younger, absolutely. So here, to respond to this, can you run, when you say, Nick, can you run 10K? So I would say, no, I can't. And I would say, but I can walk 10K. So I can't today. I'm saying, no, I can't, but I can walk it. And I could say, but again, when I was 12 years old, I could run 10K. So here, when I say when, so before I was is in the past, I'm mentioning how old, and I say, this is what I could do. So this is in the past, meaning before. So not anymore. Now, if I take this to be able to, for example, to say, can you run 10 kilometers? Again, another option. No, I can't. I was able to when I was 12 years old. Again, now I'm using was. Here, remember, I'm using am. So verb to be, present, and here verb to be, past. So I was able to, again, when I was in the past 12 years old. Can I today? No. Absolutely not. So this is just like you guys. You know, when you go for your job interviews and the very first thing they ask you is what you can do and what you can't do. What are you able to and what you are not able to, or what you are unable to. Yeah, Diego.
Can we translate able to like capacity, literally?
Yeah.
Like,
Ser capaz.
mhm.
¿Eres tú capaz?
Mhm.
Si soy capaz. No, no soy capaz. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, capability. That's why I said to you, like, are you capable of? So when we say capable of, meaning can you? Do you have the capabilities? When we talk about capabilities, we're talking about the abilities and the skills. So yeah. Every day you do the same. Thank you. Thank you for being so respectful. I appreciate it. But yeah, you may go. You see how I go? You may go. Saying you have permission to go. Because he says to me, teacher, you may go. Yeah? You have permission. Good. Okay, everybody got this? Yes? Can I erase? Yes? Jefferson's copying, yeah. And I'll tell you, it's more like, Diego, you were saying to me, can I also translate this as saying, are you capable? I'm not capable. Yes. But when we say actually, like, is a person capable of doing something? It's a bit more, let's say, specific. Let's say, for example, we were talking about this when we were talking about will, the ability to threaten somebody, right? To say, I shouldn't say this, but I have. Sometimes in the morning, the birds, they're very chatty. Like this morning, oh my God, this morning, last night I couldn't sleep very well. I don't know why. I was tired, but I just couldn't sleep. And this morning at like 6:37, the kookaburras, they were like, go, 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 go. You know what the kookaburras, the kookaburra, when you hear a kookaburra laugh, because they're laughing. When the kookaburras go, 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 they're laughing. They're like, ha, 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 laughing. And when the kookaburras laugh, 100%, not 100, 200%, no, 1,000%, it will rain. It is going to rain. A kookaburra always, when you hear it, the day before, the night, the morning, it will rain 1,000%. I don't know. They have something in their, I don't know, feathers or something, but they always predict, always. The Aborigines say this, and it's true. So this morning, they were like crazy in the morning. And I was like, shut up. I want to sleep. And then the lorikeets, I could hear them outside. They were like, they were chatting. We say that the birds, when they're like, they're chatting. And I love nature, but I'm tired sometimes, So you say stuff. So sometimes I go, I'm going to go buy a gun and I'm going to shoot these birds. I know, it's very extreme. And my daughter goes, Mom, but Mom, it's like, just hate the chatting, Why can't they be silent, just quiet, Anyway. In saying this, honestly, to say, do you think your teacher, your beautiful teacher, is capable of killing some birds? Absolutely not, So this is what I'm saying. When you say capable of, this is what it's referring to. Like to say, do you think she will do it? Like, nah, it's just like, words in the heat of the moment, right? It's like, oh, I'm going to kill these birds, but nah, not really. I love the birds. But in that moment, it's like, do you think Nicole is capable? It's like, no way. Or on the other hand, when sometimes your colleagues are challenging you to do something, and do you think she's capable? Oh, absolutely. She's a very strong person, I think very intelligent, very smart. I think, yeah, she'll do the job pretty good. So it's not really talking about skills. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's talking about your capacity. Yeah? Okay, good. Let me erase. So we were talking about the future, yes? Okay, let's have a look at an example in the future. So, to say something. So let's say I'm talking about in the future. To say, okay, let's see, we say, are you coming to my party. Yeah? So when I say, are you coming to my party? I'm asking you if 100% you are decided that you are coming to the party. Yes? I'm asking you, like, do you have the plan to come? And again, as we said, you can say, yes, I'm coming, or no, I'm not coming. Simple. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. But I can also ask you if there is a possibility that you are coming. So I might say, to say something, yes? So here, again, I have my simple, are you able to come to my party? Because I'm using the coming. Like, do you have the plan? And then it's like, are you able? Like the possibility. Now, let me change it a little bit. If I say, hey, are you going to come to my party? Hi, Shay. You leaving already? Oh, not yet. Okay. That's how I heard the back. Are you going to come? Now here, when we say going to, here, correct? I'm using the intention. It isn't a plan 100%. It's like thinking. So are you thinking of coming to my party? Still no decision, but very high probability, yeah, that yes, you will come. And so another way I can do this is, are you going to be able to come to my party? So now I say, are you going to be able? When I say going to be able, can you? So it's not just the intention, it's the intention plus the possibility. And so somebody can also, how we're just using questions, somebody could say, oh, I'm so sorry, but my boss asked me to stay extra hours, and so I'm not going to be able to come to your party. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able, like the intention is no possibility. Yeah? And if I ask and you're not sure, I might say, yes. Will you be able to come to my party? And so here I can also say, will you come? Here I used it the other way around, sorry. So here I'm using the will, so saying, do you think, yes or no? Be able to, so here possibility or capability, yeah, that you can come. So here we know that will is, do you have any plans? Are you sure? When you go, I'm not sure. But now I go also, let's see if I can or not. So will you be able to? Like, is there a possibility? So this is like to say, will you come to my party? And then we could respond, I might. I think it is possible that I will. But I can also say I might be able to come to your party. Yeah. So now I've got possibility, and I'm also repeating again another possibility. Oh, the computer. Yeah, no, I'm recording the class. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. So how does that make any sense with the able to? So what I'm trying to say is that, remember when I said at the beginning that can is present and could is past. So we use naked, tired, yeah, you're gone. Okay. Go for it. See you tomorrow, Pablito. Take care. Bye. So here, basically, what I'm saying is that be able to, I use for every other single time that I cannot use can or could. Because can and could are very strict. So if I want to say maybe, I might be able to, maybe. If I finish work early, I might be able to, maybe. Here, I think it is possible, yes. So this is more positive. This one is, you know.
In those cases,
Yes.
is like a verb because it's not a modal verb. Be able to.
Be able to is the verb.
It's
And yes, and more than the verb, Diego, it isn't the verb. What is your verb here? So not really. Like here, you're combining. You're right. It's not the modal verb. So this is the modal verb. But here, be was were. This is your verb. And then here is your complement. But it is an extended sentence. And how you use for present, you can also use for past. You could say, for example, oh, I'm so sorry, and I won't be able to go to your party on Saturday. I won't be able to. What I'm saying is in the future, no. And then here, able to, no possibility. Like, I'm really sorry. But instead of saying, no, I won't, because when I said, no, I won't, it's like, no. But if I say, I won't be able to, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Not possible. That's what I'm saying. And I can use the be able to with should, with would. You know, when people say, hey, do you know how to do the tax? Yes, of course. You enter this place, and you enter this place. And you should, and we say this, you should be able to see a tab that says this. Enter here. And then you should be able, so saying you can, but I'm not saying you can as in 100%. It's saying, yes, most probably. Yes, I think. Yes. Okay. Okay. Any questions? Is it good? So this is what we're going to be practicing this week. Okay? Yes? A lot of people say, oh, I've never heard before, able to. I've never seen this. Nobody's ever showing me. And the question is, do we use it? A lot. We use it a lot. We use it all the time. Because again, I can only use can for the present and could for the past. That's it. So what do I use for the other times? What do I use for present continuous, for future continuous, for a present perfect, past perfect, recommendation, obligation, able to? So yes, it is important to use and to know. Okay? Got it? Good. Let's go back to our sheet then. Can I erase? Is that okay? Somebody copy. No. Okay. Let's go. So tell me, Camilo, what is something that you can do? What is something that you can do?
I can do too many things.
What do you mean you can do too many things? Too many is not positive. Too many is negative. So when you say I can do too many things, that's not a good thing. Too many is negative, means no. So you can do a lot of things, maybe. A lot of things, yes, but not too many. Look, I'm going to give you an example. If I say, for example, I go, I don't like to go to see the fireworks for New Year at the Opera House because there are too many people. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And too many and too much is a bad thing. So when you say, oh, I love my mum too much, this is not correct. You can never love your mum too much. I love my mum so much. I love my mum a lot. But too much, no.
I hear every day that expression. Too many.
But this means excessive. Too much, excessive. If, for example, I go, oh, can I get some coffee, please? And you go, and stop, too much. Excessive, too much. Too many, countable. Too much, uncountable. Okay? So, yeah. So what can you do? So you say, I can do a lot of things, such as? Give me an example. You say, I can do a lot of things. What? Such as?
I can read books.
Okay.
I can watch TV.
Okay.
I can do exercise.
Can you watch TV at 2:00 in the morning?
No.
Okay. Well, that depends. I can watch TV at 2. Yeah. My daughter goes, Mum, until what time are you going to watch TV? I have to go to the uni tomorrow. Not my problem. Go to bed. If you're tired, go to sleep. You know? Like, turn off the TV. It's like, I'm watching TV. Yeah. Okay, what else can you do?
I can study English.
You can study English. Okay. Yes, absolutely.
A lot of things.
Okay. But what is a specific ability? Can you play soccer?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Can you play an instrument?
No, I can't at the moment.
Have you tried? No. Can you sing?
At home.
In the shower?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Every day.
Common. A lot of people do it. It's like, yeah, I can sing, but only in the shower. Okay. Some people go, oh, I can't sing in public because I get embarrassed. Right? Jefferson, what can you do? I don't know what you're gonna say. You look at me. You always say something silly. Yeah. What can you do? Because a teacher, man.
A lot of things.
Okay.
Oh,
What can
we
you do,
we
Jefferson?
can ride motorbike.
Oh, really? You can drive it or you can ride it. So we ride a motorbike. You drive a car, you drive a truck, but you ride the motorbike. Yeah. Okay. Can you ride a horse? Can you ride, can you ride a horse? No, you can't. Jerry, what can you do?
I can drive
Yeah. A car. Okay. Can you drive a bus? Lexi, what can you do?
I can cook. I can drive to train.
Oh, I can drive.
Ese podría ser en pasado.
I can drive.
Más fácil.
Yeah. So because you can't do it anymore. So I could. Yes, absolutely. I could drive a train. Absolutely. Shed, what can you do? You can cook. Can you cook Chinese food? Oh. Can you cook Colombian food? Oh. Can you cook Indian food? Okay. So you see, so she says, I can cook, but specifically she says, I can cook Indian and Nepalese food, right? Last year, well, Matt's been with me for a long time, right? Remember that? When we did this like a year ago? He was like, oh, can you cook? And Matt was like, no, I can't cook. He says, but I'm learning. It's like, man, you can't cook. It's like, can you fry an egg? And Matt was like, no. Matt, can you make a sandwich? Matt was like, no. Matt, you can't make a sandwich. No. He says, my dad is teaching me. And his dad taught him how to cook. Right, Matt? And now, what can you cook?
Last week, I cooked fried dumplings.
Really?
Yeah.
Fried, like the pan-fried dumplings.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good.
And noodles and some Chinese food.
Yeah. So now Matt can, cook a bunch of things thanks to his dad. It's true, right? Said, oh, my dad's teaching me. Yeah. So there you go. Can you cook, Diego?
Yeah.
What can you cook?
You can cook a lot of things.
Such as?
Yeah, such as Thai food. I don't remember the name.
Okay. So you can cook Thai.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can cook Peruvian food.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And chicken.
Can you make ají de gallina?
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Can you make lomo saltado?
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Can you make papa la huancaína?
No.
Oh, I can. Can you make ceviche?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, next week, dude. Next week, ceviche.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Interesting. Lily, what about you? What can you do? Can you sing?
When I have
Okay, but not the question.
Oh, okay.
So the question is, I didn't say when do you sing.
Okay.
The question
I
is,
can.
can you sing?
Yes, I
Yes, you can. Can you sing good?
can.
Okay. Some people say, if I go, Keris, can you speak English? Yeah, I can. And you know what? Some people go, you know what? When I drink, I can speak very good. Huh? Right? Because you feel more relaxed.
C2.
Huh?
C2.
C2.
Yeah, level C2.
Level C2. Oh, when you're drinking? Yeah, you can speak anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You can speak English, you can speak French, you can speak, you speak everything, yeah? Absolutely. People say that. you know, it's like, yeah, but with alcohol, yeah, I can speak whatever you want. And the other thing too, remember I told you that a lot of people, also stupid people, by the way, you know, when they say, oh, you know what? I can drive perfect. You know, when I drink, I drive better. I can drive better. Like, you think? Anyway, so there are many, many things that we can do. Everybody, you know, Ellie, the Korean girl, she comes sometimes in the evening. Also, she started with me last year, and we were asking, like, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? And I think sometimes we don't think about the abilities that we have. Like, for example, Jerry is super smart. She can design women's clothes. Women, can you design men's clothes too, or just women? Yeah, you can design for everybody, and you can make wedding dresses. Yes, wedding dresses, like, you know, the dresses like dun 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 dun. Yeah. Okay, good. So you see, she is super, super clever. Can you stitch by hand? Yes. Can you use the, you know, the taka 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 taka, the sewing machine? Okay, amazing. You see, some people they can use the AutoCAD on the computer. Yeah, you can do that. Good. Yes. Some people can code. You know, do coding, right? We all have an ability. Somebody who goes, so this was Ellie. Ellie, can you sing? No, I can't. Ellie, can you dance? No. Ellie, can you, I don't know, to say, what else did we say? Oh, can you cook? Ellie was like, no. And I was like, Ellie, can you play an instrument? No. It's got to be something. So I don't know. And everything, like, can you? And then like, no. Can you swim? Oh, Ellie said no. It's like, oh my God. What do you do with a person who can't do anything? And then we talked about the snow. And Ellie goes, I can ski and I can snowboard. Oh, really? Good on you. There you go. You see? Everybody has at least an ability. You know, it's impossible. Like, you know, Lexi, she can roller skate. You can. It's not about how good. So maybe before you were better, absolutely. But you can still roller skate. You see? So there you go. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. So as you can see here, I said very clearly, I can play the piano. You can see very clearly the I can play the piano is referring to the ability, the skill of somebody. He can play the piano. It doesn't matter the person. You can use I, you, we, they, he, she, or it. And we always use can. Here it says, could you open the door, please? So here we're asking very politely, please, as a request, could you, for me? So could you open the door, please? We use can, as I mentioned, for everyone. We have can, can't, or can't, cannot, plus the verb in infinitive. Can do, can play, can see, can come. Please do not use I can to fix, I can to play. No, this is super, super wrong. Incorrect. And then question, can I? Can we? Can you? You see how a lot of you, when you say, teacher, excuse me, I can say, what do I go? Can I say? Can I say? I always correct you guys, because when you say, teacher, I can say, you are not asking a question. You're telling me. So this is why I say, teacher, can I say? Can I say? And you repeat, sorry, teacher, can I say? This is a question. Can I say this? Can I say that? Can I do this? Can I do that? I can do something. I know how to do it, ability. Or it is possible for me to do it. Okay, come in. When you're ready, go for it.
I can play the piano. My brother can play the piano too. Sarah can speak Italian, but she can speak Spanish. Hey, can you swim? Yes, but I'm not a very good swimmer. Continue.
Yeah.
Can you change 20 pounds? I'm sorry, I can't. I'm having a party next week, but Paul and Rachel can come.
Good. So here it says, I can play the piano. I have the ability to do this. And my brother, he can play too. The two means also. Sarah can speak Italian, but she can't speak Spanish. For example, me, I can speak Spanish, but I can't speak Chinese. I can speak Chilean, but I can't speak Colombian. Can you swim? Yes, but I'm not a very good swimmer. So when, Lexi goes, doesn't matter. The can is, can you? Yes or no? And many times when you're working and your boss says, hey, can you do this? And, you might go, yes, I can. And I'll say, oh, I'm not sure. What do you mean you're not sure? Can you? Yes or no? If not, I look for somebody else. It's clear as that. Yeah? And so, can you swim? Yes, I'm not a very good swimmer. Can you change 20 pounds? I'm sorry, I can't. Maybe I don't have enough. I'm having a party next week, but Paul and Rachel, they can't come. So they've said to me, sorry, we're working. We can't. No. Like, no. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, you say to somebody, oh, I'm sorry, I can't go to your party. And then something changes. And then you go, oh, now I can. And you go. It's like, you said you weren't coming. Yeah, no, but, my work was cancelled. So I came. It's like, oh, nice, Sometimes that happens. Change of plans. You can't, but then you can. Good. It says for the past. Let's see, Lexley, for the past, yesterday, last week, etc. Here we go.
tested it last week. It's we use could,
Could.
could,
Could.
could.
Yes. So the could is like this. This is your could, and then you have your couldn't. Could, couldn't. Yeah. And the other is can. Can. No can. It's not can. It's can. Okay?
When I was
Young.
young,
No, not young. It's not ja.
yeah,
Young. When I was young.
when I was young,
Good.
could run very fast.
When I was young, I could run very fast.
Before Maria came,
Came.
came,
Came. Yes, good. Good, Lexa.
came to Britain.
Britain.
She couldn't understand much English.
Okay.
Now she can understand everything.
She can
She can
understand
understand everything.
everything. Good. Yes.
I was tired last night,
Yes, good.
but I couldn't sleep.
But good. And it's not asleep, it's sleep. Right? In Spanish, you say asleep. In English, sleep. But I couldn't sleep. No e. Right?
I had a party last week.
Yeah.
Paul and Rachel.
Paul and Rachel.
Paul and Rachel
Good.
couldn't come.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. So can you, could you, can I, could I? We use can you or could you when we ask people to do things. Lily.
Can you open the door, please?
Good.
Or could you open the door, please?
So here it's not discriminating. It's not saying anything different from can or could you. It's saying that you can say, oh, can you open the door, please? To say, could you open the door, please? As I say to you, I think that people don't know how to use can. They use it excessively. Can for us is a very strong word. I prefer not to use it.
But in general, when we use could, is more polite than can.
Yeah, always. Always. It's my preference.
Mhm.
Like I always try, yeah, I use could for everything. And as I said to you that when you start using could for everything, you see people change automatically. Their reaction is different. They're super polite to you. They're like, oh, absolutely, of course, like the response is very different. But you say, well, can I, I use can sometimes if I'm in confidence, but I usually just try to stick to the could if possible. Even to my children. Oh, baby, could you please pass the vacuum and could you please throw out the rubbish? And usually the answer is, sure, mom. Sure, mom. Now, do they do it? That's a different story. Usually not. But yeah. But at least I get a response to say, yeah, sure, yeah, okay. It's super polite. It's good. It's good. What I'm saying is, it's not the same to say to your boss, hey, boss, I need to go see my agent tomorrow. Can I come a little bit late? Is that okay? To say, oh, boss, I'm so sorry, but I need to speak to my agent urgently about my visa status. Could I please come a little bit late tomorrow? If you want, I could stay, overtime. But yeah, and they'll go, yeah, sure, go do what you have to do. Okay, good. Continue. Lily, continue.
Can you wait a moment, please?
Yeah.
Or could you wait? We use can I have or can I get to ask for something. Can I have a glass of water, please? Or can I get? Can I or could I? Is it okay to do something? Can I sit here? Tom, could I borrow your umbrella?
Okay. Yes. Could I borrow your not umbrella, umbrella, right? Could I? Yeah. And also, when you offer somebody. So, for example, the other day I had a student, and I said to her, it was raining, and I said, "Oh, do you have an umbrella?" And she said, "No, I didn't bring one." And I said, "Here, you can use mine." And I passed her the umbrella. I said, "Hey, you can use mine. Bring it tomorrow." Like when you offer people to say that, yeah, you can use mine. It's like you can use my jacket. You can, as in, do it. You're offering somebody. And in the same way that you say can, you can also say could. If there's a possibility, you could say that. Hey, you could use my car to go to school next week because I'm going to be traveling overseas, to say something. You could live at my place and watch after my cats or look after my cats while I'm away. Yeah. So not necessarily does it have to be all about the question. You can also talk about possibilities. Yes. To say, if you go to see an agent to say, I'm here because I want to talk about my possibilities. Well, you could apply for this visa. You could apply for this visa. You could do this. You could do that. You could do here. Or to say, for example, hey, I'm arriving to Sydney next month. What jobs, can I do? Well, you can work in hospitality. You can be a waitress. You can be a picker-packer. You can, right? But then if you want to say about the possibilities, you could do this job. You could do, you could work as a painter. You could work as a pick-packer. You could say this possibility, this other possibility, right? So it depends on the interpretation of what you're saying. Okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
a question.
Yes.
What is the difference in work and job?
So job is the profession, the work is the activity.
What is the profession?
Exactly. If I say, for example, what do you do? It is the same to say, what is your job? But you don't say my work. No, because it's your occupation. So you go, my job is to, but the activity, I work in construction, I work at a factory, but you don't say, oh, my job is in a factory, my job, like for me, to say, what do you do? Oh, my job. Oh, I'm a teacher. Oh, okay. And I work at a school in the city. This is my workplace. So this is where I do the activity. Not the same. Okay. Good. Let's see a very short video and you can go home. How's that sound? Harry Potter. Harry Potter is the best, correct? When we want to see the proper English, let's say. Okay. And the Harry Potter, as you know, also the English is a little old school, correct? So when we were talking about May and saying that May is super, super polite and what's not, yes, it is. It's not common today that people use May because it is very old school. But all these things are coming back, all the old always at some point comes back, yeah?
All students must be equipped with one standard size 2 pewter cauldron, and may bring if they desire.
And look, and may bring, so you could say, and they can bring, they may bring. Now, why is it may and not can? Because it says, if they desire, if they wish. So if the student wishes, they can bring it. So they may, yeah? We said Old English, the older English, more formal.
Either an owl, a cat, or a toad. Can we find all this in London?
And look, can we find all this in London? When he says, can we find this? Is it possible? We don't know.
And his name was.
This is Root, the health and fitness wearable that tracks all your important data, day-to-day metrics. It's all about helping you unlock your.
Very
Maybe
British.
she wrote it down.
Oh, I can't spell it.
Look what he says. He says, so,
Wrote it down. And maybe she wrote it down.
sorry, again.
And maybe she wrote it down.
So he says, well, because he can't say the name, he can't say it. He's too scared. He says, well, maybe if you wrote it down. So maybe like you can, if you write it, maybe.
Oh, I can't spell it.
No, he says, I can't spell it. I don't know how to write it.
Oh my goodness. Split yourselves, both of you. No, what it is. It's my fault, Professor McGonagall. Miss Cringe. I went looking for the troll. I read about them and thought I could handle it.
Look, she says, I read about them, about the troll, and I thought I could handle it. I thought I had the ability. Because the troll is dead, now the troll is gone, right? So in the past, thinking I was the one that faced the troll, I thought I could do it.
When she said it's my fault,
Yeah.
fault is correct, like wrong or bad.
Yes.
What's more correct between?
Well, when you say it's my fault, you're recognizing your responsibility.
Okay.
So I've heard some people say it's my blame. No, that's not. Blame is when you point the finger to say, you did this. Why are you blaming me? Why are you saying to me? But when I go, it's my fault, you say it's your fault. Now you're giving the guilt to somebody, the responsibility. You're appointing responsibility. That's what you're doing.
But I was wrong.
And so you see how she compliments? So she said it was my fault. My fault as in that is the thing. But then she says, but I was wrong. Now this is the feeling. So my fault, the noun, the thing, I was wrong, like the feeling, the emotion. So you see two different timings.
If Harry and Ron hadn't come and found me, I'd probably be dead.
So look what she says. I would probably. Now here, when she says I would, she is saying, yes, this would be the result. But she says probably. So now she says it didn't happen. So I would probably, if Ron and Harry didn't come, I would probably be dead. So you could also replace I'd probably by saying I might, I possibly be dead. I could be dead. You could use all those to interchange.
Be that as it may.
Look, be that, she says, be that as it may. look what she's saying, very old to say, well, the same is, well, that being the case, although this is the situation, but she says, be that as it may. So saying, even though that is the situation, is very old school, huh? Yeah, be that as it may, being the case.
It was an extremely foolish thing to do. I would have expected more rational behaviour on your part, and I'm very disappointed in you, Miss Grange.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where?
Can you tell me where I might find platform 9 3/4? Can you tell me? This is the same as asking, requesting to say, could you please tell me? Could you tell me?
I might find platform 9 3/4.
9 3/4. Think you're being funny, dude.
It is, think you're being funny, do you? 9 3/4, where?
Yeah.
Saying every.
Perhaps it would be more useful if I...
Perhaps, we saw this yesterday. Maybe. Perhaps means maybe. So perhaps it would be more useful if I transfigured Mr. Potter into a pocket watch.
Were to transfigure Mr. Potter and yourself into a pocket watch? That way one of you might be on time.
And look, that way, one of you might possibly be on time. Maybe. Maybe one of you. If I change you into a pocket watch, maybe you will be on time.
We got lost.
That's okay.
Perhaps, it says, perhaps you ought to. So the ought to is the same as should. So perhaps you should go, you should leave. Why? Because possibly the troll, it might wake up. Possibly. We don't know.
Choosing a colour.
Okay. So there are some examples. Yes, you can search more on the internet if you want. It's good to search. You know, put in the kind of like the YouTube. You can put examples of in TV series, movie series, whatever. The can, could, be able to, the might, the future, and there will appear these examples. Okay. And so yeah, and you can stop them and everything to analyze. Okay? Good job. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.